Hey Future Carla, today is January 4th, 2020, and today is entry number 4. It's so cool that we can finally be on track with the days. So anyways, as you can see, I'm all dolled up and dressed up, and that is because instead of staying home and being in my pajamas all day, I am gonna go out for another board game night. Since yesterday we had board game night at my house, today we're gonna have board game night at another friend's house. So we're gonna have probably a small crew, maybe 4 people, 5 once my boyfriend joins us, and it's gonna be nice and fun. So I decided to do this quick little video before I head out because I'm gonna get picked up. Here I am with my lizard. So far, the biggest names that I like for him are Kecleon, Trico, and Deku. But the last one didn't really suit my family very well. They were all freaking out about it. So I might stick with Kecleon or Trico. They're both lizard-like Pokemon. I'm kind of more biased towards Kecleon because this little guy changes colors a lot, even though Trico does sound cuter. And I can make a bunch of jokes about evolution and evolving and all that stuff. But anyways, besides those two little updates, today was really cool. I mean, I stayed home, I cleaned Soul's tank, and I also did a bunch of more reading today. Today was also a day I went to go visit my cat. If you don't already know, my cat of 19 years passed away in the end of October of last year, and she's currently buried in my boyfriend's grandfather's yard. So I went to go visit the site where we dug her, and or where we buried her. And it was a little bit emotional, as it usually always is for me, because as I mentioned before, I've had her for 19 years. So having her for 19 years means the loss is still kind of big for me, and it's kind of hard for me. And in terms of anything to share with you guys today, I mean, one thing I should share with you guys is even on a day off where you're not working or you're not feeling productive, it's really important for you to just remember what habits were important to you when you decided to set up your goals. In my case, I set up my goals this year on December 30th, right before the new year, and those were I had some resolutions and I had some habits that I wanted to keep on track with, and honestly it was pretty good except for the first to keep up with all of those goals. But today, for some reason, I guess because it was the first Saturday of the year, I was completely lax with a bunch of them. Granted, I still did I made my bed, as you can see. I mean, it's not super tidy because I was laying on it earlier today, but I did make my bed. I did post on Soul's Instagram, and I did do some reading. I actually did, I want to say 45 minutes of reading. I did 30 minutes of reading on my own, and then Lavender, a great YouTuber, I'll link her channel in the description. I'm doing this video, this New Year challenge, and in today's email for day 3, it was, hey, you should read. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll read some more. So even though it was a really lazy day for me, I did notice that in the beginning I was really lax with my goals. And if these goals mean a lot to me, and if I do want to make a difference in my life, I know it's not going to magically happen. So thinking about it, I decided, you know what, I need to get dressed. I need to, use the last couple of half hour, or I guess I have a half hour before my friend comes to really crank out the rest of my little daily habits to kind of get closer to my goals. because it's not going to magically happen for me. Just because today's a Saturday doesn't mean I get to slack off on my goals. And in case I do forget, I have my vision board right there. And that vision board, whenever I glance at it, I'm reminded, oh, hey, listen, you want to, make 2020 the year of decluttering and inspiration. So you gotta write more to inspire, and you definitely have to declutter more so you can make room for all the good things you want in your life. And actually, now that I'm talking to you about it, I did do some decluttering today, so I wasn't all that lax. Because today I did go on some old Gaia Online accounts, and I know if you're not aware, Gaia Online is this online forum that I joined eons ago. And as a part of my decluttering thing, and my decluttering theme, I also want to declutter a lot of my digital accounts. So on Gaia Online, I had like a bunch of mule accounts, and I was like, you know what, I haven't used these in for like ever. So I transferred a bunch of like the old stuff I had on them, and I moved them to my main account. I changed their passwords, and I changed the passwords of my like current accounts, because like I want to be more aware of what I have in my life, and I want to have more control over it. So it was really cool. Today I focused on doing some decluttering on Gaia, and that was kind of fun. I'm still broke as heck because the economy of Gaia Online is completely trash, but at least I have all my stuff on my main account and it's not all over the place. I used to just have a bunch of accounts just so I can have different avatars to dress up. So some accounts, they didn't really generate gold or platinum, but they all had like a couple of like really nice expensive items on them because I wanted the avatars to look cool. So I just took out all the expensive items off those accounts, and I just moved them over to my main account. And I'm like, listen, as a part of decluttering, I shouldn't be having multiple accounts everywhere. Whenever it's relevant, like, my Twitter account, my Instagram account, like those accounts where I want to keep certain aspects of my life or my various interests in separate accounts, then sure, I should have separate accounts. But like for things like Gaia Online, like why do I need a ton of accounts? I don't need a ton of accounts. And since I can't delete accounts, because thank you Gaia, you don't give me the ability to delete accounts, I decided, hey, I'm just going to change the passwords, and I'm just going to let the account just sit there. All broken stuff. And like what else? What other wisdom can I share with you? I mean, the biggest point I wanted to say was like, even on your days of rest, you should do small things to just move forward in your goals, whether it is to read, or whether it's some self-care, because I mean, I did my nails. Yeah, my self-care Saturdays include doing my nails. Or if it's, decluttering on a digital account, which doesn't leave a big impact on my life, but it does help declutter all the things that I have in my life, and it's less things that I need to worry about. I don't need to worry about people, going into multiple accounts and stealing my stuff. I just have to worry about one, and that's nice. What else can I share? I've been playing around with the idea, so you might see a new video on this YouTube channel maybe a week or so from now. I've been doing like my Neopet dailies, because Neopets is another website that I go on. It's a virtual pet website because of course I can't have enough pets. And I've been doing my Neopet dailies pretty consistently since December because of Advent calendar season. So I've been thinking that I'm going to do like either a weekly or maybe like a daily, no, it still would be weekly, like a weekly video showing me doing my Neopet dailies. And because I think it's kind of fun when other people do their Neopet dailies. I know there's this one YouTuber, and she does like pet sims, and she has a really relaxing voice, but I don't remember her name. I want to say it starts with a J, like Julie. But I enjoyed watching her do her stuff on Neopets and all the other pet sites like Dragons Rising or whatever. So I figured, maybe there's other people like me who enjoy other people doing their dailies, so I might as well, continue practicing and creating content. And I figured doing Neopet dailies, since I do them anyway, why not record them and share them with the world? So I've been playing around with that idea. It may or may not be a reality. It depends on really the time I have available and how lazy or not lazy I am. Because those aren't really big goals for me. This you and I talking to each other is a lot more important than me doing my Neopet dailies and recording them. But we'll see. I think I'm getting better with this whole camera thing. I now have like really nice lighting because I realized that I have a light that I can shine on me, so I look a lot cooler. So I'm still learning stuff. I'm still a little bit awkward with the camera. I'm still jumping around from topic to topic. I am aware that I have an annoying beep in the background. There's a smoke alarm thingy up there, and I need to put batteries in that. But yeah, there's just a lot of things I still need to work on. So Dear Future Carla will still be my main squeeze. I might experiment with other videos that might show up on this channel. But Dear Future Carla is what I'm focusing on. I'm really focusing on getting comfortable in front of the camera, getting used to the idea of filming myself daily, and the idea of talking to an imaginary object and not looking so awkward and not moving all over the place. So anyways, so before this video gets too long, quick 3 things. On Saturdays or on weekends or on your day off, you can relax, but still do small things to make steps, to make forward momentum towards your goals. 2, always practice. You'll get better with time. You just need to practice what you want to get good at daily, no matter how silly you think it will be. And 3, maybe you should consider being a little bit more prepared for videos, or at least, current me needs to be more prepared for future videos. Maybe I include like a little post-it note like over here, just so I have something to reference, so that way I'm not like awkwardly dancing around being like, ooh, what do I need to share today? But yeah, so thank you, Future Carla, for watching if you've watched this far, and special thanks to anyone else who isn't Future Carla for watching. I really appreciate the time you took to sit through this video or skim through this video or even click the video. I know it's really strange listening to past Carla just go on and on and on for like 13 to 14 minutes. So I really appreciate it. Hey, Future Carla. So I was making my closing statement, and then my ride called me to let me know that she's running late. So as I was saying right before we got cut off, if you have any suggestions for a good name for my little buddy over here, let me know. Write it down in the comments below. I'm always looking, well, not always, but I'm currently looking for names for my little lizard. Kecleon and Trico are kind of in the top 10 or top 5, and others that are in consideration are like Vector and SPO and Deku. But yeah, I would just like to know what names you want to suggest. I've been hearing all kinds of names, but the Pokemon related ones obviously are getting priority in my mind. So anyways, thanks for sticking around for so long. Sorry for that last minute interruption. And I'll chat with you tomorrow, Future Carla, and all those who are watching. Ciao.